Hello, I'm Andrew Smith, and today I'll be showing you how to make a panorama using Lightroom and Photoshop CS6. So as you can see here, I've selected a line of photos that I will use to create a panoramic image. These are from my trip to Florida recently, and there's more, but I would suggest shooting as many, just a bunch, because you never know how exactly they're going to line up. Keep in mind that these are all handheld, so when you handhold, you have a tendency to make little adjustments that might disrupt your image. I would recommend using a tripod for the utmost detail or correctness. Anyways, we're going to bring this into Edit In, as you can see here, Merge to Panorama in Photoshop. Now as we wait for this to open up, it's going to bring up a little dialog box. You're going to see it right in the middle. This is the Automate feature, Automate Photo Merge. You can also access this through the File menu in Photoshop if you do not have Lightroom. You can see I have already built it. I'm just waiting for Photoshop to react at this point. But you can go to File, scroll down, it's at the bottom, it's called Automate. And Photo Merge, that will bring up this window. Now on the side here, it automatically picks Auto. And Auto basically just chooses a method of merging, and you can see the other methods there on the left. And you can see Lightroom has automatically imported all of my images into the box there. This is a cylindrical. The merge that I did was an auto, but you can see at the bottom there that they were kind of cylindrical because of the little domes on the bottom of the image. Anyways, you can also browse if you don't have Photoshop. Once you get into this, or if you don't have Adobe Lightroom, sorry, you can also browse and choose your images in this manner. But using Lightroom, very convenient, brings it right in there for you. So, and then at the bottom here you have vignette removal, and you can see I'm going to point out a couple. You can see the vignetting, or as called banding, in panoramic images. And if you did the vignette removal, it might give you a little bit more of a smooth skyline in this image. The geometric distortion correction is something to definitely play around with. You press OK. I'm going to press cancel because I have already made the panorama just for the ease of this video. But basically it'll take a few minutes, it'll line it all up, it'll put it all together, and it gives you this feature right here, or this view, where you'd have to have some kind of really wide lens for this kind of full view. It's over, I'd say probably at least 180 degrees. But you can see I'm trying to crop here right now, and I decided to not crop because the crop isn't so, you have to bend it a lot, or you have to like twist it, and I'd rather just bring the image to the size of my canvas. So what I'm going to use here is the Merge Layers tool. So I'm selecting all my layers, which I accidentally deselected, but I reselected them all. Merge Layers is right there, and what we're going to do now is wait for it to put all those into one layer. It makes it much more easy to use the Warp tool, or actually it makes it, we can use the Warp tool now. So this is the Warp tool up in the corner. You just click, as you saw I clicked the little dot on the side of the image using my Select tool, and then that brings up the transform options, and one of the transform options is Warp. And Warp just basically lets you stretch and twerk, and you can see as I'm doing this right now, it's just kind of stretching, and it's already a distorted composition because of the panoramic process itself. So even if you distort it a little bit, people aren't really going to know. But you can see you can use the dots. There's 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom, 4 on each side, and 4 one in each corner. So it's really only 12 dots, but you can click anywhere on the composition, and as you can see I'm just kind of clicking and it does a general idea, or that space. I try to get the entire composition to the same place as it was before I stretched it. So as you can see now, it's not that much different from where it was before. It's just clean edges instead of that bumpy stuff. And when you're done, just press the OK button as I did, or the check mark, and just here we are transforming. It'll take a few seconds because it has to rearrange all the pixels that you rearranged, and ultimately it will come to a wonderful composition, a more clean cut and good looking composition. But anyways, when this saves, or when this is finally done transforming, you pretty much just file save as. I would recommend TIFF if you want to print, JPEG if you want online, just because the file different sizes or different qualities. TIFF will maintain the resolution. JPEG, no matter if you save it at the highest, will still reduce the resolution of your image. But ultimately, this is a great process, and I hope that you make use of it. Feel free to ask questions. Again, my name is Andrew Smith, and I'll be making more videos. So, TTYL.